You should have acted. They're already here. The Elder Scrolls told of their return. Their defeat was merely a delay. Till the time after Oblivion opened. When the Sons of Skyrim would spill their own blood. But no one wanted to believe they even existed. And when the truth finally dawns, it dawns in fire. But there's one they fear. In their tongue, he is Dovahkiin, Dragonborn.
In all my life, I never thought I would go to an actual Oblivion realm. I suppose the Soul Cairn was one, but it had no Daedric Prince, and that is where the real issue stems from, the Daedric Princes. The majority of them are terrible beings with immense power. However, this area of the Deadlands seemed to not be ready for an invasion of Mundus. It's still open as I say this, and it seems that a few Dramara have gotten out, but the vigilance of Stendarr are following them and trying their best to eliminate them. I don't think we are looking at a full invasion and never were. I think Mehrunes Dagon is probing and looking for a way to open many gates to send his armies into our world. One gate isn't enough, and even if it were, this one would seem to be vulnerable. I know the gates can be broken, and I still think that the ceiling should be collapsed on it, causing it to be crushed and destroyed. So maybe the Daedric Prince of Revolution and Destruction is just trying to find a sure way in that he can use over and over again, like in the past. Which means this is still a dangerous situation, but I am sure the Vigilance will be able to deal with just a simple scouting mission into our world. Where are those sigil stones, and where are the great big armies to invade? It was pretty quiet on the other side, besides a few Dramora watching the area. So I'm not too concerned, at least for the time being. Though if Mehrunes Dagon should figure out a way to open up more than just one Oblivion Gate, then we will be in trouble. He had his mythic Dawn cult open this one gate by using a Welkin stone through a dark ritual, and having me unwittingly be the one to do it. I don't think the gate will be powered for too long, and if this was the only way he could do it, then it was a bit of a waste of time. Sort of like being at a nice beach, being unable to actually go into the water, but being just able to use your big toe to touch it, and that's it. When you desire greatly to jump into the water and all you can possibly get in is your big toe, how would you feel? Quite disappointed, I should think. So I will move on, and hope for the best. If something bad happens, especially if another full Mehrunes Dagon invasion takes place on Nirn, or Mundus, whatever, I am sure not only will I hear about it quickly, but I will see it for myself, as the gates to his Oblivion realm will open all over the place, I assume. If such a thing should happen, the Dragonborn will be there to lead the charge in driving his invasion back, just as the champion of Cyrodiil did 2 centuries ago. I plan to do a bunch of minor little things that have been on my journal for a long time. And that means a few things out here. Everywhere I go, it's like I leave and then there's things pop up to do. Anyways, I don't have them marked. I have this one marked, and then we have to go to the Eldergleam Sanctuary. I need the blessing of a woman or man. I think it's a woman there. And I see a dragon. Looks like this dragon's been all burned up. But it cannot be. Dragons do the burning. Don't get burned up. Just need to get a little closer. But we need to be careful because some of these dragons are extremely tough and powerful. Do not underestimate them, ever. Well, got it. Took a moment. Does he even know where to shoot?
And here are to bed.
Come on.
Took it out. Hero style. Jumping on his head. Okay.
It is not the dragon. Somehow we can't resist them.
Whoa. You're actually...
Hey, I hate taking these things. Getting almost overburdened. Okay, so where are we? We're about to head into the hot springs. Should be quick to get to where I'm going. Where we are going. But look at this. Okay, I haven't slept in a while. I'm starting to feel a little tired now. We've got to get down there, not die. That's the goal of everyone, to get somewhere and not die. I have been through this area several times. Ugh. Oh, I remember that giant. And this is where those dolmens are. Or a dolmen. Oh, it's nice and warm down here. Still too warm. The water almost makes me feel like I'm back in the Deadlands. Is this where I'm to go? Looks like it. Necromancer. Aye. Got another dragon here. Where? Sometimes I wonder if I'm actually getting rid of them. They keep on appearing. Why don't they just all come after me at once, these dragons? She's got a journal. Lightning bolt. Necromancer practicing right out in the open like this. Alright, usually they go in caves. Vethra's journal. I know of you both, Amber and Madness. Oh. This has something to do with Shivering Isles, Shigorath's realm. I'm well acquainted with your secrets. Amber, the glowing works of an alien root. I find your resin pristine and holy. Light and powerful, you require a delicate hand, one that recognizes the fragile nature of beauty. Madness, I know you to be a flexible breed, one congealed from the tattered minds of dead heroes. Unlike Amber, I would bend and bow to you like a sinew. I would beat and hammer you, stretch and fold you, knowing that each blow would callous your skin and sharpen your teeth. It was dark-armored men that brought me these treats, these puzzles to solve, courtesy of Thoron. They said, oh, Thoron was that one that was... Am I still dealing with this madness stuff? Wasn't he the one that was in charge of trying to open a portal to... Everybody's trying to open a portal to some Oblivion realm. Under Solitude, he was there. I went in the sewers, and he was trying to open a portal to Shivering Isles. I think that there was one because that was like the Shivering Isles had come into that area. All the plants, the flora, even some of the fauna. It was dark-armored men that brought me these treats, these puzzles to solve. Courtesy of Thoron, they said. Liars. There's no Thoron, not anymore. Yeah, he's dead. He has a memory of long past, and memories are as real as dreams and other fanciful thoughts. Still, I had to have them. Amber, so exquisite, so pretty, like drops of fallen stardew. From your honeyed globes, I would craft myself an armor that trapped me inside your beauty and warmth. I would suffocate myself in your light, and in death live for eternity. Sounds like Sheogorath has really gotten to this one. But madness, oh madness, you charm me with your edge. From you I would forge a knife to cut out Sheogorath's tongue, and use it to lick the dust off my anvil. Oh, how happy that would make all three of us. In my desperation, I've turned to magic to try and turn these earthly materials into your equals. I have forged armor and blade in hopes of finding a worthy pair, but they are failures, not fit to be your shadows. So instead I will mine the forests and the dead. I will have caravans search the far corners of Tamriel. I will reach into the eye of Oblivion itself until I find you both again. Yeah, I'm not sure how that's supposed to help me. I can get rid of Onus's journal. That one is done, but we've been facing more Dremora along the way. About 4 different times. Since we left that cave. Janus. I don't think I need Janus. Scorville's, no. What is this one? Okay, we don't need that one either. Who's Aranias? Okay, yeah, that's different. She was at Boethiah's ritual. I think she talks about trying to find the famous Boethiah's weapon artifact. That's flaming sword. Spriggan sap. Blessings of Sheogorath. Oh, there's a piece of amber right here. Madness stone right here. Oh no, it's ebony. Gold. Oh, dragon. Right, well, that's what this is all about. So, in my journal, Mark of Debella. It's either in or outside of Eldergleam's sanctuary, and I forgot to get to meet the Brute of Talus when we were in Windhelm recently. So let's, stupid dragon. Much of the time they're easy, but not always. I fought some really tough ones that would make me rethink just easily taking them on. Yes, sometimes they're really difficult to bring down. Dragon Rend might help, though. Not sure if I got it. No, I missed. Oh, you like to breathe fire, do you? Where? No. This, yes. Resist fire. Got it, Dragon Rend. You've been Dragon Rended. Where? Oh, it went down, but probably over this side. Doesn't matter, it will come back, and then I'll Dragon Rend it again. What is going on with everybody? Where is everybody? Why are you attacking Inigo's horse?
That it? That your best? That's the best you can do.
That's pretty good if you ask me. Dragon's just gone. Let's go look around for it. Maybe it ran from me. Wouldn't that be a new twist? I start running. No, I don't see any dragon. I don't even see my companions. Where are they? Oh, Lucian, you're here. Well, where are we? We got to go west from here. You know what? I'm not going to fool around with the dragon that doesn't want to fight. I brought back to fight with me. This is where I was, where everybody else just was, right? Are you vampires again? In you go. The dragon took off. Right, let's get over to get that mark of Debella. Okay, we've caught sight of it again. Sorry, princess, you just have to be tough and get through this. I heard it just fly past. No, I heard it again. There it is. Oh, where are you going? Ugh. Well, there's nothing I can do about that. It literally just took off over the mountains. Wow. He's just playing a long game with me. It will come back. Maybe I'll wait till we're all riding on our horses to get away from it. Let's just go. That's irritating. It's gone. So it's just to the west of here. Let's get to the Elder Gleam Sanctuary. I've only been in there once. We'll look for it after we come back out. Or, I won't search for it, but I'll keep my eyes open and look around. Around the area. Yeah, it's not marked or anything. This could be a cave troll for all anyone knows. It's not. It's a large special cavern. Maybe we're all here, I think. Maybe Lucian's not. What? Oh, that. Yes, it's pretty. Wisp things. You know that these things are... Well, that maybe it's a different type of wisp. But down in Cyrodiil, they'll kill you. I've encountered a few of them. Yeah, you're the only person that was left here after those Spriggans went on a rampage. Hey.
Don't worry about me. I don't need a break.
Don't need a break? You said you spoke for Debella. So would you speak to her in a trial of the 9 Divines?
That sounds vital. And Debella has chosen me to be her champion? What an honor! I'll need to get my hair done and my armor polished. I need to look my best. Oh gods, what if my best isn't good enough? What if there's someone else prettier? What do the others look like?
Your beauty is as natural as the elder gleam, my lady.
It is? I mean, I've always suspected as much, but to hear you say it, are we... Oh my. What will I tell everyone back home?
You're always welcome to follow, but right now what I need is your blessing.
Okay, I accept on both counts. Just say the word and I'm right behind you.
I've got the mark of Debello. Right, thank you for your help. Okay, well, there's a nearby place. Not that. No, not the mill. Darkwater Crossing we'll go to. Maybe the dragon will come and greet us there. Well, the dragon took off. But, doesn't mean that we cannot rest, right? So, it's not evening, but I haven't slept in quite a while, actually. So let's read. Wolf Queen Book 3. Before I Sleep. By Wagan Jarth. Been reading a lot of his books. From the pen of the 1st century 3rd era sage Montokai. 3rd era 98. The Emperor Pelagius Septimus II died. Oh, her dad. Died a few weeks before the end of the year on the 15th of Evening Star during the festival of North Wind's Prayer, which was considered a bad omen for the Empire. He had ruled over a difficult 17 years in order to fill the bankrupt treasury. Pelagius had dismissed the Elder Council, forcing them to buy back their positions. Several good but poor councillors had been lost. Many say the Emperor had died as a result of being poisoned by a vengeful former council member. His children came to attend his funeral and the coronation of the next emperor. His youngest son, Prince Magnus, 19 years of age, arrived from Almalexia, where he had been a counselor to the royal court. 21-year-old Prince Sepphoris arrived from Gillane with his Redguard bride, Queen Bianchi. Prince Antiochus, at 43 years of age, the eldest child, and their presumptive... Is that the one that's a debaucherer? Presumptive, the heir presumptive, had been with his father in the imperial city. The last to appear was his only daughter, Potema, the so-called Wolf Queen of Solitude. 30 years old and radiantly beautiful, she arrived with a magnificent entourage, accompanied by her husband, the elderly King Matiarco, and her year-old son Uriel. All expected Antiochus to assume the throne of the empire, but no one knew what to expect from the Wolf Queen. 3rd Era 99. Lord Vulcan has been bringing several men to your sister's chambers late at night, every night this week, offered the spy master. Perhaps if her husband were made aware. My sister is a devotee of the conqueror gods Riemann and Talos, not the love goddess Debella. She is plotting with those men, not having orgies with them. I'd wager I've slept with more men than she has, laughed Antiochus, and then grew serious. She's behind the delay of the council offering me the crown, I know it. 6 weeks now. They say they need to update records and prepare for the coronation. I'm the emperor, crown me, and to oblivion with the formalities. Your sister is surely no friend of yours, your majesty. Isn't half-sister? But there are other factors at play. Do not forget how your father treated the council. It is they who need following, and if need be, strong convincing, the spy master added, with a suggestive stab of his dagger. Do so, but keep your eye on the damnable Wolf Queen as well. You know where to find me. At which brothel, your highness? Inquired the spy master. Today, being Fridas, I'll be at the Cat and Goblin. The spy master noted in his report that night that Queen Potema had no visitors, for she was dining across the imperial garden at the Blue Palace with her mother, the Dowager Empress Quintilia. It was a warm night for wintertide, and surprisingly cloudless, though the day had been stormy. The saturated ground could not take any more, so the formal structured gardens looked as if they had been glazed with water. The two women took their wine to the wide balcony to look over the grounds. I believe you are trying to sabotage your half-brother's coronation, said Quintilia, not looking at her daughter. Potema saw how the years had not so much wrinkled her mother as faded her, like the sun on a stone. It's not true, said Potema, but would it bother you very much if it were true? Antiochus is not my son. He was 11 years old when I married your father, and we've never been close. I think that being heir presumptive has stunted his growth. He is old enough to have a family with grown children, and yet he spends all his time at debauchery and fornication. He will not make a very good emperor. Quintilla sighed and then turned to Potema. But it is bad for the family for seeds of discontent to be sown. It is easy to divide up into factions, but very difficult to unite again. I fear for the future of the Empire. Those sound like the words. Are you, by any chance, dying, Mother? I've read the omens, said Quintilia with a faint, ironic smile. Don't forget, I was a renowned sorceress in Camlorn. I will be dead in a few months' time, and then, not a year later, your husband will die. I only regret that I will not live to see your child Uriel assume the throne of solitude. At least you get to see him before you go. Have you seen whether... Potema stopped, not wanting to reveal too many of her plans even to a dying woman. Whether he will be emperor? Aye. I know the answer to that too, daughter. Don't fear. You'll live to see the answer, one way or the other. I have a gift for him when he is of age. The Dowager Empress removed a necklace with a single great yellow gem from around her neck. It's a soul gem, infused with the spirit of a great werewolf your father and I defeated in battle 36 years ago. I've enchanted it with spells from the School of Illusions so its wearer may charm whoever he chooses. An important skill for a king. And an emperor, said Potema, taking the necklace. Thank you, Mother. An hour later, passing the black branches of the sculpted duad shrubs, Potema noticed a dark figure, which vanished into the shadows under the eaves at her approach. She had noticed people following her before. It was one of the hazards of life in the imperial court, but this man was too close to her chambers. She slipped the necklace around her neck. Come out where I can see you, she commanded. The man emerged from the shadows, a dark little fellow of middle age dressed in his black-dyed goat skin. His eyes were fixed, frozen under her spell. Who do you work for? Prince Antiochus is my master, he said in a dead voice. I am his spy. A plan formed. Is the prince in his study? No, milady. And you have access? Yes, milady. Potema smiled widely. She had him. Lead the way. The next morning, the storm reappeared in all its fury. The pelting on the walls and ceiling was agony to Antiochus, who was discovering that he no longer had his youthful immunity to a late night of hard drinking. Thankfully, I haven't hit that wall yet. He shoved hard against the Argonian wench sharing his bed. Really? Ugh. Argonian? What is wrong with you, man? Make yourself useful and close the window, he moaned. No sooner had the window been bolted than there was the knock at the door. It was the spymaster. He smiled at the prince and handed him a sheet of paper. What is this? Said Antiochus, squinting his eyes. I must still be drunk. It looks like orcish. I think you'll find it useful, your majesty. Your sister is here to see you. Antiochus considered getting dressed or sending his bedmate out, but thought better of it. Show her in. Let her be scandalized. Ugh. If Potema was scandalized, she did not show it. Swathed in orange and silver silk, she entered the room with a triumphant smile, followed by the man-mountain Lord Vaken. Dear brother, I spoke to my mother last night, and she advised me very wisely. She said I should not battle with you in public for the good of the family and the empire. Therefore, she said, producing from the folds of her robe a piece of paper, I am offering you a choice. A choice, said Antiochus, returning her smile. That does sound friendly. Abdicate your rights to the imperial throne voluntarily, and there is no need for me to show the council this, Potema said, handing her brother the letter. It is a letter with your seal on it, saying that you knew that your father was not Pelagius Septim II, but the royal steward von Duc. Now, before you deny writing the letter, you cannot deny the rumors, nor that the imperial council will believe that your father, the old fool, was quite capable of being cuckolded. Whether it's true or not, or whether the letter is a forgery or not, the scandal of it would ruin your chances of being the emperor. Antiochus' face had gone white with fury. Don't fear, brother, said Potema, taking back the letter from his shaking hands. I will see to it that you have a very comfortable life, and all the horrors your heart or any other organ desires. Which is true. Somebody who acts like that would not turn out to be a good emperor. He'd be spending all his time just, Well, I don't want to say fornicating, but I suppose he would spend a lot of time doing that. Just doing things that are not good for the Empire and spending money and probably extravagant parties and, dare I even say it, orgies. Suddenly, Antiochus laughed. He looked over at his spymaster and winked. I remember when you broke into my stash of Khajiiti erotica and blackmailed me. That was close to 20 years ago. We've got better locks now. You must have noticed. It must have killed you that you couldn't use your own skills to get what you wanted. But Temma merely smiled. It didn't matter. She had him. You must have charmed my servant here into getting you into my study to use my seal, Antiochus smirked. A spell, perhaps, from your mother, the witch? But Temma continued to smile. Her brother was cleverer than she thought. Did you know that charm spells, even powerful ones, only last so long? Of course you didn't. You never were one for magic. Let me tell you, a generous salary is a stronger motivation for keeping a servant in the long run, sister. Antiochus took out his own sheet of paper. Now I have a choice for you. What is that? Said Potema, her smile faltering. It looks like nonsense, but if you know what you're looking for, it's very clear. It's a practice sheet. Your handwriting attempting to look like my handwriting. It's a good gift you have. I wonder if you haven't done this before. Imitating another person's handwriting. I understand a letter was found from your husband's dead wife, saying that his first son was a bastard. I wonder if you wrote that letter. I wonder if I showed this evidence of your gift to your husband, whether he would believe you wrote that letter. In the future, dear Wolf Queen, don't lay the same trap twice. But Temma shook her head, furious, unable to speak. Give me your forgery and go. Take a walk in the rain, and then, later today, unhatch whatever other plots you have to keep me from the throne. Antiochus fixed his eyes on Potema's. I will now be emperor, Wolf Queen. Now go. Potema handed her brother the letter and left the room. For a few moments, out in the hallway, she said nothing. She merely glared at the slivers of rainwater dripping down the marble wall from a tiny unseen crack. Yes, you will, brother, she said, but not for very long. Wow. Alright, I do believe it's time to sleep. We're all tired here. Alright, well, I have gained in skill. It's about time, I think. More magicka. Now, as for what I need to be training in, I was able to use 5 dragon souls to gain more skill. So, I should be much more effective with my bows. Not an excellent archer, not like Inigo is, but I can do a lot of things with what I have, and I've shown, I mean, look at everything I've done. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good for someone with my skill. And in the future, I'll be focusing on that. My primary focus is to defeat Alduin, so to that end, one-handed archery and light armor are where I will be focusing until I feel I have attained complete mastery. Next will be one hand. Oof. Got cold. So it's early in the morning. Everybody up. Why are you... How did that even happen? Princess. She must have carefully stepped around me because I wasn't stepped on by the horse. I can't believe you did that. You really didn't want to be alone, did you? There's 2 other horses for you to go out and hang out with. Clive and Rusher. Rusher. But it sounds like Rusher when he says it. It's Rusher. Okay, so apparently there was a nearby... Let's read it. One of the fishermen from Darkwater Crossing has gone missing. The last anyone knew, he'd gone to look for better fishing at the waterfall's upriver of the crossing. He may have taken the nearby path into the mountains in order to find his fishing spot. So it's an Argonian named Derkeethus. It is early, around 3 a.m. My guess is that the waterfall is here. We could follow it, look for a cave around it. But you know that... Stupid bear. Argonians are supposed to be really adept at being in the water. Where is the waterfall? There's a river here. But there's also a river... Dead troll. There's also a river behind us. Honestly, I don't know where it is. Let's see what I know about this area. There's a place called Lost Knife Hideout. Right to where we are. If we cross the river and then go up... And there's Nilheim back. That's way up there. That's way up the mountainside. See, it drops quite a few thousand feet coming from the rift down into the hot springs area of East March. A lot of it has to do with the throat of the world, because it's, you know, I guess it's all part of one mountain range. And then you have the Velothi Mountains here. And then the mountains going into Cyrodiil here. And, yes. So we're going to search around. It may take a while, but... I mean, maybe even an Argonian can slip in a river, waterfall, and fall to his death. But no one's seen him, right? You would think that somebody from the camp would have seen his body. The camp we just came from, that's where he was reported missing. So we'll look around the area. Ooh, I'm getting hungry. Now, there is a cave up here, I've been told by the locals. I can find it. Some of these caves are really hard to find. Seems like in every cave there's some banditry or something going on. Ah. Well, it's still early in the morning, I can't see too well, but...
Rusher is nervous about this area.
Wow.
He smells trouble. So do I.
This is a bad spot to get caught up. There's a body in there. Oh no, that's not a body. Looks like a little cart, actually. That's dangerous. You're gonna go over. Big waterfall. Look, there's an entrance here.
The Falmer may be blind, but that doesn't make them any less deadly.
I hope they're Falmer. I need to extract their blood for the last part of... Look at this. It's old Nordic. Some place called Darkwater Pass, the locals said, has an exit and entrance. This looks like it could be Falmer. Okay. Anything better than it being a Falmer would be for you guys to get the Oblivion out of the way. Chest right here. I don't see any signs of Falmer so far. We're looking for this Derkeethus. Usually Falmer are... It's Falmer, alright. Yes. I'm gonna extract its blood. Harvest his blood. It's the last one. Oh, I've got to bring it back to that crazy Imperial in the north. Well, this is fortuitous. I get to... Ooh, I get to fall down. I'm not paying attention.
I can't quite believe we're bringing harvested blood to the mad disciple of a Daedric prince. Whatever's in that lockbox had better be worth it.
Well, when you make it sound like that, yeah, I guess it does sound kind of not right. Now's the time to try out my new archery skills. I'm shooting a little too low. Oh! Hey! No!
You cannot deceive us.
It's on.
What's wrong with you?
I will avenge you!
Good out there. Nice work.
Oh, I hate that. Come on. Like, what would possess you to do this? You should be running for your freedom. Oh, God. These are nasty things. Chaurus. That's what all bugs need, to be stomped on. Oh, you know what? That really bugs me. What would possess them? Are they controlled through magic? I gotta remember I'm carrying dragon scale, so I need to go and offload everything I have. Well, it didn't look like it was Falmer at first, but now I see it everywhere.
Excellent.
Yeah, they're everywhere. I'd rather sneak up on them. Either stab them. Look, this one is an interesting helm. Stab them or shoot them with my bow. Honestly, I don't know. We're trying to find a... Oh, no. At least it's not a spider. Reminded me of one at first. We're trying to find an Argonian that went missing. Maybe he's been taken prisoner like these humans. And hopefully they won't attack. Or Derkeethus won't attack. But people were thinking that he fell to his death in the river or something like that. But if he went up here, he could have easily been taken as a prisoner by the Falmer. I also have to improve my skill with the bow. Can't really take much. Interesting that it's an old Nordic ruin and a Falmer home. I don't think I've really seen that. Usually it's old Dwemer ruins. Daedric Buckler. Oh, Derkeethus, where did you go? Eggs everywhere. This is not from the Falmer. It's from their Chaurus. But I assume that they... I mean, they wear Chaurus parts, right? So they treat them like cattle. And I assume they eat them. I haven't seen any sign of them eating people.
You can't see me.
Oh.
What?
Ah! Wrong one.
Red cap always win.
I meant to freeze them in their tracks, not to blow past them. Oh no. I'm good with the sword, just not always remembering what shout is what.
Sometimes I feel bad. These forms, they used to be normal mer, but circumstance just drew them to men.
It's not really that they were changed by the Dwemer. Haven't you read that? Dwemer changed them. Great big experiments for the Dwemer. Catalog of weapon enhancements? Complete catalog of enchantments for weaponry. Huh. Okay, watch out. The chest here. No Derkeethus. I don't think I've ever seen an Argonian prisoner for these creatures. But you never know. Empty. Healing potion floating in the middle of the air. But that can't be unusual for my everything that I've seen and done. I think I just saw someone. I'm gonna do this. I do need to improve my make a new bone dagger, the dragon bone dagger, and enchant it with something better. Oh, well, what is this enchanted with? Absorb health, right? Didn't I get that? Dragon's Whisper. No, Frost. And, yeah, it also takes their soul. Absorb health is what I would want. If there was an enchantment to improve backstab damage, then, you know, yeah, I'd put that on it. Ah. What is this, like a trap? Somebody has to be standing down there? But you can't really see over here to see if someone's coming. What, somebody's... Oh, Oh. Maybe it's a trap that can be set off by 2 ways. I mean, this dagger is really good, don't get me wrong. Probably one of the best you can find anywhere. I just, from my skills as a smith and enchanter, I kind of demand perfection. I know I can do better. Okay, so there's one there. I think there's one right below. Isn't there one that pop its head up? I thought I saw one. No? No. Seeing things. Right. Sure, I was as skilled with stealth as Inigo is. It knows we're here. Not from me.
Oh, it's on.
What? How did I miss?
I'm not someone to be trifled with.
Okay. Oh. We've got another Lucinia right in the way.
Are you alright? Let me know if you need anything.
I do need to get better practice with my bow. More practice, I should say. It costs me lots of arrows, though. Dragon bone arrows are not easy to come by. I like those ones. Daedric arrows I'll take. I didn't shoot those at it. Getting pretty full. Right, we're looking for Derkeethus. Alright, you want something to fill you up. Belly, here you go. Some ale. Salmon steak. Just keep me going for a while. Oh yeah, it's definitely an old Nord ruin. Nordic ruin, I should say. Oh, that goes up to the wall. Can't climb over it. Well, how am I supposed to get over here? Go through here, I guess. Ooh, cold, cold. There's nothing here. Chest. Potion of ultimate magicka. Empty. Empty. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, it is something. Oh! Where'd you come from? You haven't noticed that's not doing much to me. Nice attempt, though. Yeah, where in Oblivion did it come from? How does one get up there? Alright, we came from over there, and that was from down there. Oh, look, this way. Okay, I see it now. This probably goes up. There's a trap right here. See, we were trying to get up here. Just a different way to get up. I wonder if there's a word wall in here. Would be nice. Interesting, there's no Draugr. Maybe the Falmer killed them all. Got rid of them. So we're going up. Oh. Is this the way that we went in?
You really gotta hand it to the divines. Nern truly is beautiful.
I don't think this
Miles
is...
better than Cold Harbor.
I don't think this is it. Well, we didn't find Derkeethus. Let me look at my map. Darkwater Pass. Snap Lake Cave. Must have been there at some point. Darkwater Crossing. But where did we go in? Wasn't there. This can't be the spot. It keeps going up and I have no idea what's set up there. Oh. Nice cold water. Be careful of the waterfall though. This one isn't as dangerous as that other spot. I think it was down below. Well. Huh. So we came back in just to make sure we're not missing anything. And look. That's got to be Derkeethus, but he's not a slave. He's being held captive. Well, the question is there a way to open up this grating?
Mine's Red Cap. Love Big Ash Rock. It's good.
Almost looks like it may open up. Is there... Oh, look at this. Oh, maybe this leads down to Derkeethus. No more Falmer. Huh. A small burial urn. Maybe for a child. Derkeethus. We found you.
Be careful.
Why? Darkwater pit key. Don't tell me that key opened up this door. You alright?
You need something?
So, who are you? You're Derkeethus, right?
Derkeethus from Darkwater Crossing. Should have known better than to swim all the way to the falls. Please, get me out of here.
Alright, follow me. I can bring you back to Darkwater Crossing. I'm surprised you didn't loot these things. Oh, it's really actually dark. Very dark. In fact, I'm going to use a torch. Not that I want the extra light, but this conjured light will only last so long. Huh. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we came from down here. Remember the way we came in. Dead Falmer is always a good sign. I think we came from this way. This is it. And Darkwater Crossing is really close to here. But we cleared out the Falmer, but that doesn't mean... No, I'm pretty sure they're all gonna die. They're...
Thanks.
Chaurus
I'm
might
out.
hatch. Alright. So it's done. We found the Argonian. Interesting cloak. Looks like it's made of feathers.
After their defeat in Skyrim by the Nords, the ancient Falmer retreated to Solstheim, where their prince was defeated by a 12-year-old girl.
Yes, I know that story. I've read it. I guess I don't need this anymore. Well, that's everything that we need, so... Now we can go up to Windhelm. There's a few things for me to do up there. I believe that's everything. Actually, you know what? There's something here. There's always something little. Claim Deadman's Dread. Return Shavi's Amulet. Elasif. Thalmor Assassin. Blackwater Blade. Oh, that's up. Way out of the way. follower to Delphine. Yes, I know of a follower I want to bring her. Locate the Bloodthirst Broken Fang Cave. Yeah, that's there. Song of the Alchemist to Lamy. I've got to get that book. Hobbs Fall Cave. Oh, let's see, that's way up in the north. Remy. Strange Activity in Reachwind Eerie. Oh, that's way up by Windhelm. Maybe I should... Strange Activity. Okay. I know that there's something here. Might be Darkshade, I don't know what that is. But we're just gonna go to Windhelm. That is the goal. Oh, where's my horse? I'll just call her. No. This way, call her. Alright, mount up. We're going to Windhelm. I think I've only found Derkeethus once before. Funny enough, my memory of it was that he was just a dead, floating body, and not someone that was held prisoner by Falmer. In fact, I don't even remember the Falmer being there. I think these are old memories that go back to when I was looking for him around 2011 or early 2012 after the game had launched. I don't think I ever actually found him back then, and only did so years later, but I forgot about that part. I think I assumed he was just a dead, floating body 13 years ago. Silly memories. Incorrect memories, but I am glad to have run into the Falmer so I can return to that crazy Imperial north of Winterhold, since they have they had the last of the blood to sample. As for going into the Deadlands, all Oblivion like in Skyrim, well, it was very surprising to me at the time, which was yesterday. Was it yesterday or the day before yesterday? Yes, and on the other hand, I've already done a series of quests in which the Shivering Isles bleed into the sewers under Solitude, with both creatures and flora from there to harvest, so it shouldn't have been that much of a surprise to me. I know there are a few for Solstheim too, but I am unsure what is creative content there and from the Anniversary Edition and what is part of the Dragonborn DLC, since I've not really had much to do with Solstheim and Skyrim other than what you've seen so far in this Let's Roleplay. It will be a lot of fun to go there. Everything should be a lot of fun. I'm moving into the territory where the majority of everything I'm doing now is new to me, though I am a little concerned about all the little quests I'm doing slowing down this Let's Roleplay. If you have thoughts on that, please let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Take care.